All right, so we're still in section 1.7, and we are going to work some order of operation problems where we have multiplying, dividing, adding, subtracting, everything's going on here. And so in this first example, if you look in the numerator, I'm going to start there with my simplifying. So I have negative 20 plus negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. We have to multiply before we can add in that numerator. I'm going to rewrite the denominator as addition. Then in the numerator I have negative 20 plus negative 12, so that's negative 32. In my denominator, 1 plus negative 5 will be negative 4. And then I can simplify that because 32 is divisible by 4, and they're both negative, so that's a positive answer. All right, here's another one with a lot of stuff going on. So I'm going to keep that negative 4. And I'm going to take this and treat it as negative 8 times negative 2 is a positive 16. That just makes it easier, I think, to work with. This is negative 9 minus 2. So that's a negative 3 squared, which is 9. In the numerator, I can go ahead and simplify. Negative 4 plus 16 would be 12, positive 12. In the denominator, I have negative 9 minus 18 because negative 2 times 9 is negative 18. And then I'm going to go up here to write a little bit more. I'm going to have 12 over negative 27. And then it's okay. This means a negative fraction, but we usually don't leave the negative in the denominator. We would go ahead and write it maybe just out front. And so the fraction itself is a negative. So we have absolute value bars 3 times in this example. In the first absolute value bars, I'm going to take negative 3 and add 6. That's going to be a positive 3. On the second set of absolute value bars, I have negative 2 plus 7, so that's a 5. And then negative 2 times 2 in the denominator is negative 4. So now I'm just going to simply take off my absolute value bars. In the numerator, I will have 3 plus 5 because when I take the absolute value of a number, it's positive. The absolute value of negative 4 is 4. Okay, so let's go up here. And I will have 8 in the numerator over 4 in the denominator, and that leaves me with an answer of 2. All right, so we're going to evaluate some expressions here and of course use order of operations in the meantime. So we're going to take x and replace it with negative 5, so that's negative 5 squared, minus 2, and the y is negative 3, so it's negative 3 to the second power. Negative 5 times negative 5 is 25. I'm going to keep the minus 2. Negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. So now I have 25 minus 18, which gives me an answer of 7. Next example. So I'm going to replace this x with negative 5. I'm going to replace the y with negative 3 plus 3. Now here's what happens with this one. I'm going to have 4 negative 2 times negative 5 is 10. But in the denominator, I get a 0. So 14 over 0 is, let me write that again, undefined. Kind of ran out of space there. And that's because we are dividing by 0. So it's not possible to divide by 0. It's always going to be undefined, and that's just something that you have to learn as you work through the lessons. You're going to be faced with that a number of times. And that's the end of this lesson. I hope that you're enjoying the videos, and please let me know if you have any problems or have questions about them.